I came in to use the wood shop today, but apparently it is Memorial Day and everything is very, very closed.
I love this pathway. I don't know why people don't use it.
Turn on backwards the whole time?
Yeah.
This used to be the smoker's pit.
Yeah, I wonder why they're
No smoking. I always walk right in front of those cars and say, "This isn't a road."
Well, it kind of is.
It totally isn't. It's for service vehicles only.
No, it's not.
It says a sign.
People can come in here and park on the side.
Service emergencies only.
Emergency
Not people
and
moving in. Not people's moving in's dad.
Yeah, you would do it if this was your place and you didn't want to walk it. If you had a car, of course you would. Actually, you wouldn't, because you're kind of insane.
Wait. I'm kind of what?
Just lay down here.
I'm gonna lay down there?
Yeah.
You're so heavy. Done. Can I have something heavier?
6. Okay.
Okay, great. This is boring.
7.
Why are you kidding me? For 300,000 pounds.
No, now we're gonna do this. Like this.
I'll hit the window.
Oh shit. Hold this for a second.
You gonna move me?
Great. Inside this. Okay.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Oh no, I don't like to sit there. I don't want to do this. Don't stand in front of me.
No, you can sit down if you want. Higher.
There you go. Oh, this is awful.
Yep. It's supposed to feel awful because you're working it out.
No, thank you.
Higher. No, straight. Completely parallel. That's fine. It's working out.
I don't like
You can do it. You can do it. We'll come back here in 5 hours. 5 hours straight. Continue to work
Vote
your
no
plan.
one ever working out
You gotta
again.
strategize, Jake. Come on, faster.
I didn't know what to make for dinner, so I'm gonna go to the store. And it's 6:45. Probably should have brought a jacket. It's okay, I had rabbit once. It wasn't that great. I'm gonna go get a pizza. My next bus is in 28 minutes. What? Science carnival? No one tells me anything. Walking everywhere is miserable. I really need to put my bike back together. Yeah, so this is like day 5. This has been really fun. Been putting something out every day. Been editing every day. Feeling pretty productive. Feels like I'm gonna be waiting here for the rest of my life. Is eating really that important? Yeah, I know it is. I was just kidding. Seriously, I've been waiting here a long time. When was the next 48? 18 minutes? That's funny. Because it was said 15 minutes a while ago. I don't think the bus that gets me there easiest runs today? Because there's 2 buses, right? One of them's easy and the other one it's a bit of a walk. But it's 7:35, and apparently I've been waiting here for an hour. And I've only seen one bus come by, so I'm taking the one that you have to walk. Let's just run down to the store and pick up a few things. According to Google Maps, I could have walked to the store and back in the time it took me to realize that the bus wasn't coming. Also, my water bottle, the lid doesn't close very well, and it leaked all over my bag, so my leg is wet. This has been an evening, most definitely. I'm on my way back. Got all this stuff. A little concerned about getting home because I've had trouble getting home in the dark. But did you know you could buy chips in tennis ball cans? Because I didn't. Update. These are not the best. But if I don't eat for a little bit, I don't have the energy to do things. I was a little worried about getting home, so I bought a snack. That's right. I don't recommend eating things out of tennis ball cans. Who would put food in a tennis ball can? Who would look at a tennis ball can and think, this is something that food should come out of? So much crazy stuff just happened. Let's think about it. Well, I just had kind of a long, weird night. Around 6 or 7, I leave campus on a bus. I go to a bus stop. I walk like a mile to the store, get whatever I need. I walk back to the same bus stop and wait for like half an hour for a bus that my phone tells me is gonna be there, but which never arrives. Also at this bus stop are a couple of exchange students and this guy I kind of know, who doesn't strike me as the world's most trustworthy person. Very excited about chakras. Tells me about chakras all the time. But a lot of people do. Seems to think he can transcend third dimension through meditation and has done it and is going to escape this mortal plane on the next go, which... more power to you, man. Anyway, we wait for a while. The exchange students have obviously been waiting for a while. Their cab shows up. They had called a cab. Their cab shows up, and they leave on it. My friend and his friend, who's a girl, they try and get on that cab with the exchange students, but that doesn't work for some reason. There's enough seats, but the cab driver was afraid of getting... I don't know, it was weird. It was very strange. So now he, his girl, and I are waiting here. I look down at my phone and I realize that it's about to die. So that's bad. I'm trapped at a bus stop away from home with no obvious form of transport back. And so I call a cab and my friend thinks that it's for everyone, and so I have to play that off because I'm not a monster, and I make it for everyone. And I'm sorry, it's just happened. I'm very tired. It's midnight, and I have a pizza in the oven because it took an hour and a half for the cab to come from downtown, which is 15 minutes away, right, by walking. So it's 2 minutes away by car. It took an hour and a half for it to come from downtown to me. And I don't understand why it took so long, because I saw different cabs from the same company pass me 3 separate times. Maybe they had passengers, but they didn't look like it. They looked empty, like they were going somewhere. And they passed me 3 times. One time, okay, in this hour-and-a-half stretch of, it was pretty cold, but it wasn't freezing. It was 60 in this stretch. A cab driver, in fact, I was like, hey, it's me. Come over here with me. You're probably looking for me, right? I went, it's me, Jacob Earl. And he went, kept going. Sorry, rambly thing. We eventually get on just before the cab eventually comes. Now, keep in mind that I've had an hour-and-a-half of talking to this very religious hippie guy who believes that he is a light warrior or something of the kind, and has been showing me videos of chakra opening techniques for the last hour-and-a-half. Just before that arrives, my girlfriend's old RA shows up. It's very nice. She's real nice. She shows up out of the blue, and I'm like, wow, a sane person. And she comes in, and then the cab finally shows up. We're like, yes! And we all run over and slide in, and in the front seat is a man, and there's 4 of us. 4 of us. And in the front seat, there's a man, and we're like, oh no! And he's not a passenger, though. He's the cab driver's contractor, who the cab driver is giving a ride to the cab driver's house to work on it. Very strange sentence. Did I tell you it's midnight? It's very late. So we kick him out onto the street. Luckily, the cab driver lives nearby, because it was very strange. And all the 4 of us pile into this little cab. And all the way back, cab driver smokes inside the car. Opens the window briefly, but yeah, he just smoked the whole time. And I eventually made it back here, and my insane friend and his girl disappear into the night. And the RA, because she's an RA, offered to pay my... It wasn't that much, really. It's just an insane night I had. And this is the clearest I can make it. There's a lot of waiting. I didn't think I was going to get home for a lot of it. That'll teach me not to leave the house on Memorial Day. What's that even about?